Hey there, everybody. Welcome back in. Uh,
Grace Nakamura.
Grace Nakamura, in case you had forgotten. We're in chapter 4 now. And from what I've seen, there are 6 chapters. So, halfway through. Let's look at this bookshelf.
I wish I could read these biographies of Ludwig. Wait a minute. Ludwig II, fairy tale king of Bavaria. I didn't see this before. Yep, English.
Well, that seems way too convenient. Someone clearly put that there, right? Ludwig. Oh man, now that's a book I could read. Sir Richmond Chaphill. Ludwig II, Fairy Tale King of Bavaria, Sir Richmond Chaphill, blah blah blah.
Ludwig remained throughout his life both very bright and very naive. He was an introvert who seemed to be constantly out of sync with traditional views of rulership, money, and human relationships. The world ever failed to match his ideals. Perhaps this was a fault of his sheltered upbringing as future king. He never was introduced to the real world, and the real world failed to interest him as an adult. In his youth, Ludwig was in fine physical condition and loved to hike alone in the Alps and ride horses. He had a hunting lodge, Schahen, specifically for this purpose.
He had a hunting lodge,
Unfortunately, in 1872, a rather traumatic hunting accident befell the king at Schahen, and his leg was cruelly damaged. He never fully recovered from this incident, and his hiking and riding ceased. His physical health deteriorated from that time on, and explains why he looked so unhealthy in later years.
Whoa. Got from page 1 to page 81?
Other than his long-standing friendship with the Empress Elizabeth of Austria and with his mother, the relationships Ludwig attempted with others were nearly always a disappointment for him and a bewilderment for his partners. He would become obsessed with someone, a singer, an artist, a nobleman or a peasant, and would bombard them with gifts, praise, and favors. When they would fail to return the depths of rapturous passion he required, the singular adoration and humble obedience he expected, he would grow disappointed and cut himself off from them. The objects of his interest were occasionally women, usually ones he fell in love with after seeing them in idealized roles on the stage, but they were more often young men who fit his fantasies of the heroic sagas like Lohengrin and Parsifal that he so loved. A good example of the king's obsessive behavior in relationships is the following letter from the Königlich Bayerische archives, which this author was privileged to access. It is dated 1864, and it was written by Ludwig's manservant, Paul, to a friend. The king has been in high mood these days. The reason, of course, is a new interest. Thursday last, the king attended a performance of Lohengrin in the Wittelsbacher Theater. He came back in a fever, demanding that a man be found. The man, it was gathered, had been sitting in a box across from Ludwig and had drawn the king's attention by his beauty and his deep emotional response to the performance. The king declared that here at last is a sensitive soul. The man was tracked down and brought in for an audience. Upon my word, never have I seen any mind so in line with His Majesty's own. They discussed Wagner and France and Byron and all manner of things until long past dawn. The young man, beautiful indeed to look upon, met the king's enthusiasm and knowledge bit for bit. His Majesty has been in the thick of it ever since, and while I welcome his good temper, I grow tired of fetching letters back and forth to Louis, so called by His Majesty, that should tell you who the young man looks like, at all hours of the night. This author has not been able to learn much about Louis, but he was known to have been a seemingly high-bred foreigner, and he was involved with Ludwig as late as 1880 when he fell into disfavor. The king, especially later in life, felt a great deal of guilt about his sensual nature. His diaries are full of repentant entries begging God for forgiveness and swearing to remain pure. In many of the diary entries, he swears to abstain from sexual relations. The number of these oath entries indicate that Ludwig was not very successful in resisting temptation, yet it is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall, he never surrendered his heart and his conscience to sin.
Alright, well, I just stopped at chapter 6. Alright, read that book.
There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section. I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
Me either. Is there anything here I need?
Who should I call?
You should call that dude.
Professor Barkley will call when he finds out something.
Oh, fuck that. Call him. Keep fucking pestering him. Alright. I assume I need to go about my business investigating and whatnot.
I wonder what Gerda's up to.
I don't know.
Grace Nakamura.
So let's go into town.
Gerda's being a real pig about those car keys.
Pig or bitch? I think we know the real answer there. Grace. Oh, it's those dudes again. I forgot about them.
Hello there, dear.
Hi, I'm Grace Nakamura from the castle. Am I interrupting?
Heavens, no.
Heavens, the Bitsy.
Hi. For a moment.
Isn't this nice? We just finished our breakfast. Do you want something?
No thanks.
Yes.
Good for you. I
Oh.
can never turn down food myself. Now you just tell us all about it, sugar pie.
Man, tell me about yourselves.
You mentioned the other night that you were a demonologist. What is that exactly?
Well, it's not as bad as it sounds, honey. What Emma and I really do is to help protect people.
Protect them from what?
Well, do you believe in the devil, Miss Nakamura?
I believe in good and evil, if that helps.
Oh, but Satan and his demons are real, and they will attack the living, and most folks don't know what to do once they've been attacked. We try to help protect people.
How can you protect people from demons?
The best protection is faith in God, of course. But sometimes faith isn't enough. Sometimes we have to delve into the supernatural in order to protect others. Your shouting joggers are just the same.
We are? He is?
Of course! The warriors of light are rare these days, but they do exist all around the globe.
That's interesting.
All
I just
around
read
the
about a
globe.
group called Manos del Sol in Brazil. So the Ritters aren't the only Schottenjägers.
Well, they're probably the only ones to use that title, but others have been chosen for the battle.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Sure, we saw his castles, didn't we, Mother?
We sure did. Why do you ask?
Well, I found a letter in the Schottenjäger library warning Ludwig about the Black Wolf.
Who wrote the letter?
One of Gabriel's ancestors, a Schottenjäger.
Seems like whoever was using me as a megaphone helped you find that letter. Perhaps you should follow the path something's pointing at. Look into Ludwig.
I intend to.
These people are just telling me
The other
everything
night
I
you said
already
something
know.
about the Black Wolf. What did you mean? Where did you hear that name?
I wasn't the one talking.
I don't understand.
Well, that's quite all right. The point is, it would be a very good idea to answer those questions, and we must work together to do so. Of course I'll help you, Pumpkin. I'd like to know myself, wouldn't I? It isn't every day one's taken over by a disembodied spirit, and I don't much care for it, thank you.
You're not talking about a seance, are you?
Oh, heavens no.
Thank God.
Emma's right. I'm much better at tarot cards. I can read for you, or for someone else if you prefer.
uh,
Are you sure you don't know anything about the Black Wolf?
I never did, dear. I told you. Really, you mustn't confuse the vessel with the voice. All I remember was seeing a very bright flash like lightning. Next thing I knew, Emma had me outside. Whatever it was very powerful. Very powerful.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do my tarot reading.
Don't you worry now. I know what I'm doing. Push your vital energies into the cards.
how do you do that? Just touch them?
This is your soul card. That which applies to all of your lifetimes.
You didn't even
It's
shuffle
yours.
them or anything.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's it mean?
It means that your soul's journey is one of leadership. There's great strength here and intelligence. This card represents what you're like in this lifetime. It's the Chariot. Self-discipline, control. You need to feel you have a plan, that you're testing your abilities. The Chariot's very masculine. In combination with the Empress, it tells me that you're currently exploring your male side. You'll seek out great achievement, but it does have its price.
Doesn't sound anything like me.
Yes, dear.
Bullshit.
The third card represents the other. You've pulled the Magician. Who is he, dear?
Excuse me?
Your brother, the Magician. Oh, this is a very powerful card. Major Arcana.
My other?
Everyone has an other. Let's see. I bet it's the Schottenjäger. What's his name?
The Schottenjäger? Gabriel Knight.
The name of power. He is powerful, this one. The Magician is dexterous and cunning, mischievous and manipulating.
That's Gabriel, all right.
And very strong with magical and occult powers. Now this is interesting because your card, the Chariot, is all logic and reasoning, while his, the Magician, is spiritual and intuitive.
Just spelling out the relationship that we already know.
The fourth card shows what you're trying to achieve at this moment, your immediate destiny. It's the Strength or Lust card.
Lust?
Not that kind of lust, dear. It's a trial card.
Lust for
finding the strength
power
to continue some difficult journey. It also represents the integration of conflicting energies. That must be your Chariot and his Magician energies. Strength also means bonding those energies, loving without judgment, learning to love the beast.
Loving the beast. I can do that.
What is this trial, dear? Do you know?
Well, Gabriel and I are involved with a case right now.
It will be a hard time. You must let your love give you power. Use the positive energy of your union or you may not succeed.
I think you have the wrong idea. Gabriel and I just work together.
Yes, dear. But if I might just suggest, When you're facing negative forces, the positive energy of love is a very vital weapon. You make yourself vulnerable when you resist your own tools.
Well, that's been helpful.
I hope so, dear.
I hope so, dear.
Maybe we should do a reading for Gabriel.
Oh, let's! It's a little like spying on someone unawares, but what the heck? Reach out to the cards and to think about his essence. His soul card is the Magician. Yes, dear, it reflects your other exactly.
Well, maybe, but I'd rather hold out for David Copperfield.
And his lifetime card, oh goodness, the Lovers.
You mean the sole purpose of his life is in his pants? Doesn't surprise me.
It's not what you think, dear. It's a duality card. As a lifetime card, it refers to Gabriel's own duality. Good versus evil, physical pleasure versus spiritual growth, that kind of thing. His challenge is to integrate the conflicting parts of himself. Until he does, he'll never find peace. And you will find peace when you acknowledge all of him. Find a way to love the worst as you already love the best.
You're really reaching.
Mother.
His other is the High Priestess.
Let me guess. That's me, right?
No, dear, it's not. The High Priestess represents psychic mysteries, deep wisdom. This is a very different energy from your earthy one. This must be our connection. To the voice, dear! Someone is trying to communicate with Gabriel. This force is represented by the High Priestess.
That's not much help. What about the Black Wolf?
But it is a help, dear. The High Priestess is a spiritual guide card if ever there was one. The message must have been a warning.
If this force is connected to Gabriel, and if he's so very psychic, then why doesn't it just go to him? Why say it to me?
Maybe Gabriel's blocked. Maybe he's purposefully blocking. There is that duality business. Let's go on and see if it becomes clear. The fourth card, remember, represents the current situation. It's
Death.
death.
Who would have thought?
Oh. Nothing to worry about then.
Now you just leave interpretation up to me, Sugar Pie. It's a transformation card. Dying to one thing and being born to another. It is painful, but it isn't necessarily bad. Two of Wands. Oh my.
What?
Now it's bad.
A 2 is not good here. Wands is Mars in Aries. That's a war card. In conjunction with the death card, there are 2 possible transformations.
2 transformations?
Yes,
Either
dear.
Gabriel dies or someone he loves
Gabriel
dies.
is waging a spiritual battle. The transformation might be good or evil. That must be the purpose of the High Priestess. She's trying to guide him.
So you think he really might be in danger?
Oh, yes, dear. Gabriel's very essence is at stake. If he takes the wrong path with his powers, Emma and I will stay in town. You must let me know if anything else happens that we can read for clues. Let the Force use you.
She went from super skeptic to like
I better
super.
Anytime you need us, stop.
I better go.
Be careful now.
Thanks.
Has anyone ever had a haircut like that for real? Hey, Lederhosen guy.
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Lederhosen. Need song pants.
I was
Yeah,
wondering if you've
literal
changed your mind
translation.
about telling me where Gabriel is. It's really important.
No. Sorry.
Alright. Can I look at this?
So that's King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that said.
Let's go to the post office.
There's no one there.
Guten Tag. Grüß Gott, Frau Nakimura. Ich habe etwas für Sie.
I have something for you, is what she said. Ich habe etwas für Sie.
Oh, it's from Gabriel. Ja, das ist vom Schattenjäger. Ja.
No, I think you... Gabriel is a working partner and...
She doesn't speak English.
Never mind. Danke.
Bitte, brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Peace.
Da
Let's read that bullshit.
Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Guten Tag and all that. I'm sure you and Gertie are hitting it off. But thanks for finding the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. About Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him here in chemistry.
It's not
Something
New
like
Swan,
that.
it's
I really think you should spend some time looking into it.
Neuschwanstein.
Gracie, you decided... Don't worry. Things are going very smoothly this time around. I've tracked a suspect to a hunt club run by a man named Von Glauer. He seems okay, but I'm sure there's something going on with at least one of the others. Don't worry, though. I met a police detective named Lieber, so I have backup. I'll be finished soon. Sit tight and enjoy your visit till I get there. Gabriel.
What does he think? I'm on vacation here? And no address. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight.
Guess they're closed.
Yes, because the town hall is always closed.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber. I don't have anything else to...
We need to figure out what New Swan is. Even though I know it's Neuschwanstein.
Schloss Ritter.
I feel like knowing a bit of German is hindering my enjoyment of this. Because they don't know German, but I do. So I know what they're talking about in some cases where they don't.
Nothing else There's nothing... I'm not sure what...
Alright. Let me take a gander at this walkthrough because I don't know what to do now. Go to the... Damn it. Sorry. I dropped my tablet, which has the walkthrough. I need to go to the church. Walk, 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 walk.
Gerda's here. I wonder what she's up to.
Let's find out. The audio for this is running like poop.
Gerda was in love with Wolfgang.
Duh.
Boy, do I feel stupid or what?
You didn't know
Grace
that?
Nakamura.
Now I need to go back to the castle.
Gerda's at the church. Gerda's at the church.
She is at the church. Spooky music again. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with these roses, but are you? Why? Let's just destroy this beautiful thing. If only a beautiful man would give me these, I'd feel more like a woman. No idea what to do with those. And now I need to go back to town. Why does she have to stand there for so long watching? Are they gonna make friends now after this? Is she gonna start helping in the investigation?
There. That's better, don't you think?
Cannot have sound more detached about that.
I'm so sorry. I was an idiot.
Gabriel and I, we never...
I know. It's my fault. It's Gabriel's fault. He never tells me anything. I don't know why he didn't want me on this case.
Maybe he just...
Don't even try to make excuses for him. Still, he's up to his neck in it, I think.
The fact that her hair is longer on one side than
Will
the
you help
other,
me out with something?
God, it just pisses me off.
Of course.
I have to do some research on Ludwig. I want to go see some of his castles.
Take Gabriel's car. There's a map of southern Bavaria in the car. Ludwig's castles are all marked.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Sounds like she's going to her fucking death. Let's get back to the car then, I suppose. Damn it. Let's go explore southern Bavaria. Herrenschemse, Petersburg, Neuschwanstein. I think I said this before, but Neuschwanstein is what the Disney castle was modeled after, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, well, I'm going to end this episode right here. Sorry, my chair was not cooperating with me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Schwanstein. That's how you spell it. Yep. Thanks for watching. Stick around. Next time we will start exploring this castle with grace and whatnot. We will probably talk to this fool. We will listen to whatever the tour tape is. We will do all that fun stuff in the next episode. So stick around. Thanks for watching. See ya.